Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at SH Figuarts, Reze movie, Chainsawman, and Bomb Devil. Now, I got these figures the other day when I went to go see The Odyssey, and a little side tangent, it's a really good movie, you should go see it. Christopher Nolan has a 40-pound nutsack and it slaps against his thigh the entire movie. But these figures are great. They have perfect articulation, the paint quality is really good on them. The only downside is the accessory spread and the fact that being that they're hybrids, the human forms of Denji and Reze are separate figures. I kind of hate that, I think that's annoying, but let's get into the figures themselves. And when we're looking at Chainsawman, god damn is this figure fucking great. The fucking painting and the sculpting's great. I don't have any scuff marks on mine from paint, no overmold or anything, and there's nothing wrong with the articulation. Now I got this from Galactic Toys, or Galactic Toy Store, and I will put them in the description. They're a pretty cool place. I've been there a couple times. When I went to go see the Demon Slayer movie, I checked out one of their other stores. I didn't buy anything or actually no I did, that's where I got my Goku Black. And when I went to go see The Odyssey, I decided to pick these guys up because I was a little sad that my dog died. But anyway, Denji is a great figure. His articulation is on point. He has a triple ab joint where he can crunch really fucking far, and he can lean back kind of far. Surprisingly, I'm shocked that the jacket or the shirt does not limit the articulation. I'm very shocked about that, and I think that's cool. I wish they would have just gave it like just cloth and made the rest of the outfit plastic, but I mean, it still works. You can get all the poses you need to out of it, all the action poses, and for the rest of the articulation, he has pretty good shoulders. They're not butterflies, and I don't know what you would call them, but they're good. He does not, his arms or his elbows are single jointed, unfortunately, but he can still get pretty good posing out of them, and they do swivel because they're on pegs. And that's the only other thing, his hands are not on pegs or any kind of joint. They are these like little pins that you just pin them together and you swap them out between the chainsaw blades. Mine, at least, are very weak. I don't know if that's just an issue with this Chainsawman figure altogether, but I think that kind of sucks, is what it is. His ripcord is, you can move it around, you cannot pull it out, and it is not fully bendable, so you just leave it in one place. And his legs, for normally a Figuarts, you can actually move them back pretty decently far. You can get about a full way. His knees are double jointed, and he has just your standard Figuarts feet. And you know, he can get a pretty good angle on them. They move back and forth, and it's pretty good. Oh, unfortunately, the head is where the articulation does suffer, because if you try to move it forward too far, the jaw piece will come out, and it's not very snug in there. And you can move it back decently far, but that's about it. Other than that, I can move side to side, just cannot look down very far, but that's kind of why they give you the insane ab crunch. Now, for Chainsawman's accessories, you get this mouthpiece with the tongue out, and then you get this closed mouth. You get a set of neutral split hands. You get a set of closed fists, and then you get this set of more open slashing hands. Now for a quick size comparison, here he is next to Flame Toys Hot Rod, Demoniacal Fit Gogeta, and then here he is next to Bomb Devil. Now, while I do like this figure, there are some ways I would improve it, especially for that $71 price point. This feels like just a standard release when it's being charged at almost deluxe prices. I think it's a little crazy. One thing I would add is probably some blood spray effects, or even make it so like his arms were detachable, and you could have like where he shoots the chain, where like he holds onto a beam and he rides him, or he like when he uses his chains to swing like Spider-Man. I feel like that'd be a great way to increase the betterness of this figure and maybe justify that price a little bit more. And now moving on to probably my least favorite of the two is the Bomb Devil. Now, did I love Reze in the movie, and do I think the Bomb Devil is really cool? Yeah. Do I like this figure as much as I like Denji? Unfortunately not. While she is very solid, she does have some minor issues that we'll get into in a second, but first we will look at the articulation. Now, one thing I can say is, her head is a lot better than Denji. She can look fully down, and look fully, for the most part, up. That little fin for the bomb does not get in the way, and she can move side to side, all that fun jazz. Her arms, I would say, are definitely better than Denji's. She can do decent T-pose, That's about as high as you're going to get them with the shoulders right here. She can go a full 360 or full 180 in motion. And again, she does not have butterfly joints, but I mean, she does everything you need her to do. She has double jointed elbows and fists on just regular peg and I don't know what kind of joint you would call that. The one thing I do like is her apron. Now, her apron is made of just little sticks that she can turn into any kind of bomb. The apron is fully movable, and not just the front bit. It's on a ball joint here. So if you wanted to do like dynamic poses, you can wrap it all the way around her waist. You can have it go in between her crotch, or if you do certain poses, you can have it just for balance. And I thought that was pretty cool. Now, unlike Denji, her legs can't go all the way back. I'm shocked about that. But if you'll notice, she has a fucking fat ass. God damn. And because of the apron, her midsection is a bit impacted in the front. She can't bend down all the way fully. But she has insane back movement right there. That's fucking crazy. I think this might be this is probably my most articulated female figure, being that my only other female figures are Transformers. Other than that, she has double jointed knees like Denji does. She has just your standard ankles, and she has her toe joint, which I forgot to mention, Denji does also have a toe joint. But I feel like these two are kind of the inverse, where she has great articulation. She does not have as many accessories he has, and vice versa. I think she definitely has better articulation than him, but her accessories are really where she kind of sucks. And to be honest, I can't really say they're the same when it comes to accessories, because she's a whole $20 more. She's $90. And for some reason, she has maybe half the amount of accessories that Denji has. And I think that kind of sucks. And her paint isn't as good because she doesn't... While Denji is covered in blood and shit, her outfit's clean, which is weird because I'd say she gets more bloody than Denji does. She literally violently explodes through people. But anyway, let's get on to her accessories. She has an open tooth mouth, and then this closed tooth mouth. And then for hands, she has this closed pair of fists, these pairs of open hands, and then this singular pointer finger, which if you watch the movie, she uses for her big, massive, like, her strongest fucking explosion. That's like the big nuke of colors, which I think is pretty cool that they gave that to her. Though, again, she suffers from the same issues of Denji, where she doesn't have any blood effects, which devils in Chainsaw Man used to heal, and no explosion effects, which I think is kind of lame considering that's her power. She's the bomb devil. She makes anything she touches or just anything into explosions, so that kind of sucks that she doesn't get anything to work with. But let's move into some scaling. Here she is next to Flame Toys Megatron, Demoniacal Fit Gogeta, a red, white, and blue raspberry monster, and the man who wants to touch some boobs. Now, while I do love these figures, unfortunately, I do not think that they are worth the price point. In my opinion, Denji should be like a $35 figure, and I think I could understand if you wanted to make Bomb Devil a $40 to $45 figure. You don't get the best accessories, and you're not really getting your bang for your buck, but at the end of the day, these are two characters that are really popular right now, so it makes sense why they're going to be a bit more pricey than compared to your average Goku or your average Luffy reuse. You can only get so many repaints out of these characters. I don't think you can get any repaints out of these, and that's kind of how Figure goes. If they'll make a mold and it will sell a lot of copies and they can reuse it, it'll typically be more cheaper. You'll see this with all your Gokus, your Vegetas, pretty much any Dragon Ball character where all they do is change their hair. Now, where it's characters like this, where they have different forms or different parts of their bodies themselves changes, they're going to be more pricey, and that kind of sucks. But that's just the way that the cookie crumbles. I'm still going to collect these figures at the end of the day because Chainsaw Man is probably one of my favorite animes and manga, and I can say that. I've read. I'm not a LARPer. I know how to fucking read, unlike JJK fans. And I would like to collect more of these guys, but unfortunately Makima and Aki and Power are fucking expensive. And who knows if they'll make more Chainsaw Man figures. But yeah, if you like the video, like, subscribe, and I might make more of these.